Hi, I'm here for the second part of my top 300 favorite characters list, and I have been listing off franchises that have at least one character on my top 300 favorites list, and it's somewhat of a random order. Instead of having 300 characters ranked in order like 300, 299, 298, that felt like too much. So having somewhat random order felt much easier for me. 31, I have Lydia Dietz and Beetlejuice from Beetlejuice. 32, Larry from VeggieTales. 33, Space Ghost from Space Ghost. 34, Atomic Betty from Atomic Betty. 35, Dave Seville and Ian Hawke from Alvin the Chipmunks, because I have a lot of nostalgia for the Alvin the Chipmunks films. 36, Princess Kaguya from The Tale of the Princess Kaguya, one of the greatest films I've ever seen. 37, Hutaru and Kumari from Non Non Biori. 38 is for the Harry Potter franchise. There are a lot of good characters in Harry Potter, but I decided to just go with my big definitive favorite, which is Hermione Granger. 39 is for the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, and I have Dr. Robotnik, his grandfather Gerald. I have Cream, Blaze, Amy Rose, Tom, and Wade. 40 is for Phineas and Ferb, although Phineas and Ferb did not make the ranking, but I do have their sister Candace and her best friend Stacy. 41 is for Sailor Moon. I have Sailor Venus, Sailor Mars, and Sailor Moon. 42 is for When Marnie Was There, another one of the greatest films that I have ever seen, and I have the two main characters of the film, Anna and Marnie, on my list. 43 is for Arpeggio of Blue Steel, and from that I have Iona. 44 is for The Ghost and Molly McGee, and I have Libby. 45 is for Star versus the Forces of Evil. I have Toffee and Star Butterfly. 46, Ceres Celestial Legend. I have Kagami. 47, for Avatar The Last Airbender. I have five characters, and actually none of them are the main protagonist. I have Mai, Ozai, Zhao, Azula, and Katara. 48 is for Runaways. I have Carolina Dean and Nico Minoru. 49, I have Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service. 50, I have Shizuku from Whisper of the Heart. 51, I have Cindy Lou Who and the Grinch, from Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. 52, I have Amity Blight from The Owl House. 53, I have Sam from Totally Spies. 54, Douglas Heffernan from The King of Queens. 55, Captain Underpants from Captain Underpants. 56, Aquaman from Aquaman. 57, Princess Unikitty from Unikitty. 58, Asami and Korra from Legend of Korra. 59, Vito Corleone from The Godfather. 60 is for Game of Thrones, and I have three characters from it. Two that I think people expect, and one that I think would surprise people. I think the two people expect, Arya and Daenerys, and then the one that could be surprising is Grand Maester Faisal, who I think is hilarious and the most entertaining character in Game of Thrones. 61, I have Mr. Magoo from Mr. Magoo. 62, Selene from Underworld. 63, Shredder and Crane from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 64, Smurfette and Gargamel from the Smurfs. 65, Dastardly from Wacky Races, and he showed up in some other cartoons. 66, Spawn from Spawn. 67, Lucy Heartfilia and Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tale. 68 is for Little Witch Academia, and I have Susie, Itsuko, Diana, Hannah, and Barbara. 69 is for Once Upon a Time. I have Rumpelstiltskin. 70 is for Spider-Man. I have, Spider-Man himself. I have Dr. Octopus and Morbius. 71, Flash from The Flash. 72, Wednesday Addams from The Addams Family. 73, Princess Peach from Mario. 74 is for Dragon Ball. I have three characters. Uh, Mei, Vegeta, and Piccolo. 75, Hinata from Naruto. 76, Mayor Adam West from Family Guy. 77, Satsuki from Kill la Kill. 78 is for Yoro Yori. I have four characters. Ayano, Kyoko, Yui, and Chinatsu. 79, Silco from Arcane. 80, Ernest P. Worrell from the Ernest films. 81, Inspector Gadget from Inspector Gadget. 82, Bluey and Bingo from Bluey. 83, Vampirina from Vampirina. 84, Milky Marvin from the Oogie Loves in the Big Balloon Adventure, which is a film that I oddly enough really like. I think it's underrated, actually. It has some entertainment to it. 85, I have Licorice Whip and Strawberry Shortcake from Strawberry Shortcake. 86, Maya from Maya the Bee. 87, Clifford from Clifford the Big Red Dog. 88, Duchess from the Aristocats. 89 is for Scooby-Doo. I have three characters. Scrappy Doo, who I actually really like. I think that he's underrated. Fred Jones, and because I love Vincent Price so much, Vincent Van Gogh. 90, Robin Goodfellow from Wolfwalkers. 91, Fred Flintstone from the Flintstones. 92, Johnny Bravo from Johnny Bravo. 93, Lord Dominator from Wonder Over Yonder. 94 is for True Jackson BP, which I think is an underrated show. I have Max Madigan from that. 95 is for Garfield, and I have three characters. Garfield, John Arbuckle, and Nermal. 96 is for Doctor Who. I have Rose Tyler, who I think is easily the best of the companions. 97, I have Sakaki from Azumanga Daioh. 98, I have Rukia from Bleach. 99 is for K-pop Demon Hunters, which I think is one of the main reasons I decided to do the list. It felt wrong to have favorite characters list without having some characters from K-pop Demon Hunters, and I have 5 from K-pop Demon Hunters. I have Rumi, Mira, Zoe, Jinu, and Celine. 100, Tomoko from Watamote. 101, Rin Tosaka from Fate. 102, Tinkerbell from Peter Pan. I actually really like the Tinkerbell animated films. 103, Ruby Gillman from Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken, which I think is a really underrated film. 104, Iko from Squid Girl. 105, Mojo Jojo from the Powerpuff Girls. 106 is Puss in Boots from Shrek. 107 is for Toy Story, which I have some nostalgia for, and I decided to go for Emperor Zurg. I was a huge fan of his design when I was really little, and I think I still really like his design. 108, Mr. Spacely from the Jetsons. 109, Top Cat from Top Cat. 110, Glinda from Wicked. 111, Joy and Ani from Inside Out. 112, Ranger Smith from Yogi Bear. 113, Inspector Clouseau, Pink Panther, and the painter guy the Pink Panther often dealt with from the Pink Panther. 114, Jack Sparrow and Hector Barboza from Pirates of the Caribbean. 115, Gru from Despicable Me. 116, Frank Underwood from House of Cards. 117, Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas, which Tim Burton was heavily involved with, but I think Henry Selick was the director. And 118, Willy Wonka from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So 118 franchises, like series and shows and stuff like that. 300 characters, I guess on average, about 2 to 3 characters per franchise, although there are plenty of things only had one because, well, I have lots of Code Geass and Batman characters, which I mentioned in the first part. But still, 118 different things I think is still a really good variety, because I could have easily had gone for other characters from particular franchises. I could have kept going on with certain Batman villains, certain Code Geass characters. I could have gone even more ridiculous than I did when it came to those two things. But I figured there were some characters that I do really like from things that I don't necessarily watch the most and think about the most, but still mean a lot to me. So I really like how my top 300 favorite characters list turned out, and I hope I didn't disappoint anybody too badly by not having all 300 characters ranked. That seemed like too much for me. Um, but I certainly have been thinking about like which characters I would personally put at the top and stuff like that. That is something that is still like lingering in my mind, and I think at this point I know who my top 10 are. But like I don't know like what character would be at 290 or what character would be 250, and I think that's just way too much for me at this point. But I hope that my top 300 list is pretty good. You can let me know what you think, if there's some inclusions that are really surprising and some characters that you think should have been there, like characters that you're surprised that I didn't include that you thought I would have. Hopefully, nobody too important got left out. And as I discover more stuff, things could change, but I think for now, my top 300 is solid.